Okay, hi guys, welcome back to Debbie's Classroom. Anyways, I've done a few videos on fractions. This is going to be video number 4, so you want to go back to number 4. It should all be in the same playlist. If you've already watched my videos, then you understand what we're fixing to go over. And we're going to find the least common denominator, and then we're going to also do the rules that I taught you that helps you remember until finally it starts to stick. You don't have to do this forever, and that's putting that divide on the bottom where the denominator is, and the multiply on the numerator, divide on the bottom, and multiply on the top. Now we got to find the least common denominator, and looking at the bottom numbers, we know that 6 can go in itself and 3 can go into 6 as well, so we're going to put the 6 at the bottom. And if you ever have trouble, you can multiply these two numbers. You'll have to end up reducing, and you'll find the automatic common denominator. Okay, all we have to do is read this problem now. 6 divides into 6 how many times? 1 time. 3 times 1 equals 3. And you see how all you have to do is read it. You don't have to remember all those rules. 3 goes into 6 how many times? 2 times. And 2 times 2 is 4. The only thing left you have to do now is bring down your common denominator. I didn't leave myself much room, did I? And add the top ones. And that's an improper fraction, but as I told you before, we're not going to worry about that. The reason why it's improper is there's a bigger number on top. Here we have to do the same thing. We're going to put the divide, bottom, and multiply on top. Equal sign, equal sign. We need to find a common denominator. We know that 20 is going to be the common denominator because 20 can go in itself and 4 can go into 20 as well. That was simple. 20 goes into 20 how many times? 1 time, and 2 times 1 is 2. 4 goes into 25 times. 5 times 4 is 20. Now all we have to do is bring down the common denominator like that, because we're adding and subtracting, and add that together, and again we have an improper fraction. Number 3, we got to find the common denominator, but we want to keep our rules. We're going to do divide on bottom, multiply on top. We know right away this is pretty simple, that 12 is going to be our common denominator because 12 can go into itself and 6 can go into 12. 6 divided into 12 is 2 times, and 2 times 2 is 4. 12 divides into 12 1 time. We're going to put that up top, multiply like it says, and it's going to be 3. Bring down the common denominator, and then all we have to do is add. That's going to be 7. I had to think a minute. That was sad, wasn't it? Okay. This is number 4. I don't know if we're going to have enough video time, but we're going to try. Don't forget, you can pause it and work the problem before we do. Now, I notice here on number 4, there's already a common denominator. If there's already a common denominator, which means they're both the same, they both can go into each other, which is 7, is the same number. All we have to do is bring that down and add the numerators. And that's that answer. 5 over 7, and that's a proper fraction. Smaller number over the bigger number. Again, we're going to do the rules here where we divide on bottom and multiply on top with equal signs. Find a common denominator. The common denominator here, we've already done it once, pretty much. And we know that 6 can go to itself once and 3 can go to 6 as well. So we're going to use 6. Read what it says to do here. 6 divides into 6 1 time. And 2 times 1 is 2. 3 divides into 6 2 times. And 5 times 2 is 10. All we have to do now is drop the denominator and add the top. In proper fraction, it also can be reduced. If you don't understand that, I can go over it later, but the reduce real quick would be 6 can go in itself 1 time, and 6 can go into 12 2 times, and it's going to equal 2. But you can leave it as it is. Here we go again. Divide, bottom. This helps you remember the skills you need to do to continue knowing all these rules. The common denominator is going to be 10. And I want you to figure that one out for yourself. Why? Okay. We're going to read the problem. 5 divides into 10 2 times. 3 times 2 is 6. 10 divides into 10 1 time, and 1 times 1 is 1. We drop the denominator, and then we add the top, and that is a perfect looking fraction, 7 over 10. Hope this helps. And like I said, I did go fast, but I have it to where you can please pause it in between problems, do it yourself, and redo it. I mean, it doesn't hurt to do it over and over again until finally, all it is, math is not hard. It's just a matter of practicing. I know you guys can do it. I appreciate it. And please make sure you subscribe or comment, please. Let me know that I'm helping somebody out. All right. God bless.